After having to be sent back into the future via time distortion, Black Goku has now been sent back into the future, where he is no longer bothered by future Trunks' actions, where he is now freely open to do whatever he may please, and that includes destroying humanity. After weeks of anticipation, excitement, speculation, and build-up, the million-dollar question is, how exactly is Goku and the gang going to track down and find Black? Welcome, Dragon Ball fans, to my official Dragon Ball Super Episode 51 review entitled Feelings That Transcend Time, Trunks and Mai, leading into next week's exciting episode of Episode 52, as future Trunks bears witness to the destruction of his time machine. Now, that was actually something very surreal, because that was the very machine he used to pretty much go back and forth throughout time, but now that it's gone, what can he possibly do? Now, before I go any further into this review, guys, a fair warning that this video will contain loads of spoilers, so if you guys don't want anything ruined for you, simply fast forward the video, go watch the episode, come back so we can talk more Dragon Ball Super. Do not cry in the comment section below about being spoiled by the thumbnail or any of that, because nothing is being said or shown that you guys don't already know. The translations to this episode, in case you guys are wondering how I was able to pick up on the dialogue prior to the subs coming out, was translated by none other than Herms98 on Twitter. As always, he is the first to provide us with the translations, so thank you so much, sir, for that. The subs will be out tomorrow morning. Now, quick plug before we begin, guys. If you guys are new to the channel, make sure you guys hit that subscribe button for all latest in Dragon Ball news, updates, what if battles, and Xenoverse 2, alongside much more daily uploads and daily content for all of you guys to watch and enjoy. So I thank you all for supporting the channel greatly, as I always do. Be sure to spread the word about Unreal ENT Gaming. All in all, this was a very enjoyable episode, as always, building up lore to episode 52, in which case I will talk about my breakdown review, in which of course Gohan is coming back, which I'm pretty sure a lot of people are excited for. Now, the episode kicks off exactly where we left off, with pretty much Bulma explaining how this extra time machine is the one that Cell used back in the future when he came back into the past, and they pretty much explained how it was nearly impossible for this time machine to be used, not unless of course they fix it up. Now, as translated by Herms, it was said that Bulma says that she wanted to research the time machine but couldn't figure it out. Then she forgot all about it up until now, because ultimately enough she had stored it away. Now, the time machine is in no shape to take off as of right now, so they have to fix it up first using future Bulma's notes, because as stated in this episode, future Bulma is actually smarter than present Bulma, in which case that's why they're using her notes. And Beerus and Whis still don't like the stupid morals of having to use time travel, but are intrigued by the whole time ring that Black was wearing on his finger, because they still want to piece together as to where exactly he was able to get the time ring from. Now, of course, Goku asks Beerus and Whis, in particular Whis, he asks him for more training, and that's when he was begging him by saying, "Detsu, Detsu, Detsu," and Whis pretty much said, he shrugged him off by saying, "Not really," and we see Vegeta entering the gravity room again, where as opposed to Goku took off to Kaiosama or King Kai's planet to go on ahead and proceed with more training. Now, we pan on over and we see Black in the future, and he talks about having battle memories engraved into his body. So now Black actually had retained the memories of Goku's fights previously with people like Kid Buu and perhaps even Cell, Frieza, so he had actually experienced Goku's fighting while retaining his powers, which is pretty scary as an individual, because we've never seen a character before retain someone's memories in the form of where they're allowing themselves to pretty much go back and feel out the way the previous fighter was able to go on ahead and commence battle with other characters. So we see Black, he's there, and we see glimpses, and we get to see, like, you know, certain scenes where we see Goku's like shadow embedded in him and whatnot. Like, this is a freaky deaky character. So and then finally he starts to unleash attacks just to test his body, and he's actually quite intrigued by this, and he's growing stronger by the minute. And of course that's because he retained Goku's fighting style, he retained Goku's powers. Again, guys, I will talk more of that in the breakdown review, only because it just seems very strange to me that someone like Black is actually able to do that and not only steal fighting styles but techniques and memories as well, which again I find to be very intriguing. But then that's when we see future Trunks come across Mai, and he asks Mai, "Are you Mai?" And then they begin to have conversation. Then Trunks begins to explain what exactly happened in the future, and you know, he hears that, you know, Pilaf's underlining was named Mai, so that's what drew his attention towards Mai. And prior to that, Bulma puts Piccolo and Krillin in charge for cleaning up the battle damage for some reason, which is kind of weird, but it was actually stated that Black wiped out nearly half of the human population in the future, and those who have survived pretty much formed a resistance which tried to, you know, just fend off against Black. Now, they actually dropped buildings, tons and tons of buildings upon Black, but that didn't really stop him. He found out Mai, and Trunks says that, you know, Mai played a very crucial role in the resistance, and Black just said something really important about, you know, the death of the Saiyans and the death of the human race, and how he's able to actually just travel throughout space and time easily, which also indicates that this dude is by no means any form form of a Saiyan. Obviously, we'll find out more as we dive into episodes 53 and 54. Again, guys, I will explain more of this episode in my breakdown review. The animation in this week's episode is all right. Nothing too, spectacular. I much rather preferred last week's episode over this. But what are your overall thoughts? Drop them down below. I will feature that in my next upcoming video. And again, guys, thank you all for watching. If you guys are Dragon Ball fans, don't forget to subscribe for more daily content like this. If you guys are stoked for episode 52, comment down below and let me know, guys. Again, not much to this episode. Lots of lore building and understanding behind the time machine and also the future and what exactly happened. So personally, for me, I cannot wait to see how they're going to function when they come across Black one more time. And the key factor here is the fact that Black is able to sustain lots of damage. We saw how he was actually able to fend off against the resistance. He was catching everyone's bullets very, very easily. So I just wanted to do this little brief review and just explain to you guys what happened. So for me personally, I definitely enjoyed last week's episode just a little bit more because in this particular episode we see Bulma working with her parents to try to fix the time machine, and in which case I do believe they will. And of course, Pilaf being trying to get Mai's attention again, because Mai is like infatuated right now, even as she's a little girl with Trunks' story. So obviously, like, little Trunks is kind of disturbed by this. So let me know what you guys think down in the comment section below. Once again, guys, thank you all for watching. Tune in for my breakdown review, and I'll be seeing you all in the upcoming video. Take it easy, guys. Peace!